leaders who have been incarcerated and whose incarceration escalated the violence and radicalized and recruited more, they should be released. I am telling you that if by 6 p.m. the head of state grants amnesty to these released people, before 1 week, things would get at least 30 to 40% solved. Release incarcerated people. When you incarcerate moderates, you give room for radicals. Nature does not allow a vacuum. I think that by proceeding that way, grant amnesty, sit round the table, and bring your own conditions. In effect, you see, what I see is that the problem in these two regions may not be what will sink Cameroon, like Weber said. It may be what will save Cameroon. The country may learn from this crisis, and this will become as a solvent to problems in the entire nation. Because whatever happens, there is going to be a round the table. It may be now, it may be in 2 years, it may be in 10 years, it may be in 50 years. There is this problem would only be solved round a table. So if we are going to end up round the table, why not make it lofty, smart, soft, and good for everybody by sparing lives now and sitting round that table now? I don't want to speculate on the outcome of sitting round the table. Let us sit round the table now and have this issue sorted out. I want to take you back to a proverb in my dialect. The proverb says that you don't call a dog with a stick in your hand. When you have a stick in your hand and you call a dog, no matter how friendly that dog may be with you, no matter how well that dog knows you, no matter what trust the dog may have in you, at the moment when it identifies you with a stick, it would not come. Even if you throw what bait to it. If I look at this proverb, I think it applies to the current socio-political problem. There had been misunderstanding, opportunities and chances to solve this problem have been missed. And people have been radicalized. People have lost their lives, they've lost property. Government has lost soldiers, civilians have died, fighters have died. All of these people are Cameroonians. In the end, I saw a cartoon a few days ago showing two people, I will not call their names here for obvious reasons, sitting around a table and putting the guns on their feet, under the table, and dialoguing. And there was a dove that said, was it worth all the killing only to end up round the table? Government has a duty to preserve the unity of the state, the integrity of the state, the safety of people and property. But who really is government? It's the people who make a government. If the people who are governed by a government say that we want to sit and re-examine this, the government is obliged to listen. L'autorité de l'État Yes. Mais l'État c'est qui? It's the people. The government must sit down and listen to the people. Don't generalize all problems. You have 10 children in a family, 2 children stand up and they rebel against you and start acting awkwardly, and you want to generalize and say, oh, your problems are not peculiar, you are 10 of you, all of you have problems. Listen to the 2 children first. Say, okay, your 8 brothers and sisters are okay, they don't have problem. Let me listen to you and hear what your problem is. And if you can learn from that and extend to the other 8 children, fine. You can't just say, oh, you are all 10 of you. If I'm giving you people 100 francs a day to eat and the other 8 are satisfied, why are you not satisfied? No, listen to that child. That child may have a peculiar problem that makes 100 francs a day insufficient for he or she. I think that it is the inability for people to face reality. A government is not seen as weak if you give a listening ear to what your citizens, we're all Cameroonians, we'll be Cameroonians, we'll die Cameroonians. There's no weakness in giving a listening ear. That's what I think. And so, to answer your question, I think that without being an expert in the domain, I think that there should be de-escalation on both sides. De-escalation on the part of the state, I would not say totally demilitarize, but please reduce the military presence. We grow up to know that the military is there for 2 things, either to kill or be killed. We are used to the police. Put police people all over. Remove the military. At my age, I'm above 60. I get scared when I see a soldier, especially carrying a gun. What of my children? What of my grandchildren? De-escalate military presence. If we are going to sit round the table